welcome back to my channel. Super excited that you made it here today. Today we are going to do a first impressions video, which I'm really excited about because I have a lot of products here that I've been wanting to try, and now it's time to do it. So it's February, which is crazy. I'm wearing my little heart sleeve sweater. Words are hard. Anyways, so I'm really excited about today's first impression video. It is actually sponsored by Physicians Formula. I will be trying out as one of my products their new Physicians Formula Butter Collection, and Weili Hong, I believe is how you pronounce her last name. She is so awesome and so fun to watch. She created this collection with Physicians Formula, and it's such a beautiful collection. It has bronzers, blushes, and highlights, so I'm really excited to test this product out today with all my other things, but I wanted to let you guys know before the video started that it is sponsored, and thank you guys so much for supporting me so that I'm able to do what I love and keep putting videos on this channel and content on my blog. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this first impressions video. So the only thing today that is not a first impression that I have is my Becca Under Eye Brightener and my concealer. So I'm going to do those first. Okay. And then I'm going to put concealer on after I get my primer on. So this is the Flesh primer. It doesn't say if it has a name other than that. And it's really pretty. It's very illuminating. I think I've tried this once before, but it's been a very long time, so I thought I'd pull it out and try it again because I don't remember how it performs at all. So, but you can kind of see, like, in the light, it's very like illuminating. It shifts almost to like purple, like holographic. It doesn't stay like that, but that's kind of what it looks like when it's not rubbed in. It's very scented. It does have a very perfumey smell. But it smells very clean, like fresh linen. But if fragrances bother you, this might bother you. Alright, so first impression of that is it goes on really nicely. It doesn't leave the skin super tacky. It feels pretty lotion-like, and almost a tad bit oily. So we'll see how that helps my makeup last or not last, but I'm hoping it like adds a little bit of dew, which it definitely looks like it's going to. So that's the Flesh primer. So now I'm going to throw on my concealer underneath my foundation to start because I have a lot of acne right now. And then I'll move on to foundation. Okay, so I have my PCA Skin Sheer Tint Broad Spectrum BB cream that I am going to actually mix with my Flesh foundation because I know I want a little bit more coverage. But I've been wanting to try this out for a long time. I just know that it is super sheer. So I'm going to use like 80% this and 20% the Flesh foundation. So this really sheared out that Flesh foundation, which is exactly what I wanted. I really wanted something more light today. Less coverage. Even though I am breaking out, I have been liking like very natural satin finish kind of coverages that aren't super cakey. Just more skin-like. And I actually do tend to gravitate towards that when I break out because if I do too cakey foundation, it really sits around that acne and looks awful. So I think even though I am breaking out, I do tend to still pull towards that lighter coverage foundation because it doesn't sit so heavily on those acne spots. So I'd rather do lighter coverage on my face and then just spot conceal lightly. This looks very nice. So this is mixed because I knew it was going to be super, super light. It is sheer tint. But like I said, I did like 80-20. And I really like how that worked. I think I'll pull more towards the sheer tint this summer when I really don't want like hardly any coverage at all, when I have a little bit more of a tan, because the tint is actually a little bit dark for me. Easily mixable because when it's that sheer you can cover like a pretty wide range of skin tones, but that looks so nice. So it looks very skin-like. It looks very dewy, which is definitely coming from the sheer tint because this is not as dewy. It's definitely more satin. It's also SPF 45 is the sheer tint. Obviously it's mixed with the flesh, so it's not going to be actually SPF 45. Definitely wear another sunscreen. Don't count on your BB creams to be your sunscreen, but it's nice that it is in there. And so this will make a really nice summer foundation, I think. And it's recommended by the Skin Cancer Foundation, and water resistant as well, so that's awesome. So I am not going to, alright. I'm going to lightly set this. I haven't been setting my foundation lately and I've been really liking it, but since I am going in with the powder products for the Physicians Formula, I will set this very, very lightly. This is the Physicians Formula Rose All Day Set and Glow Illuminating Powder, not a first impression. Okay, that was just really, really light, simply to make sure that my powders don't stick. Okay, let's do brows. So I have the Brow Bar by Rima True Glam Brow Makeover Kit in dark, and I'm going to use my Anastasia number 12 brush and use this brown powder. Oh, this is probably shade too dark. Powder itself is really nice. It's not too red. Sometimes I find with powder, brow powders, they pull kind of red on my skin. And this one is just very true brown. And super easy to shape. It's not, I don't have any fallout or anything like that with it. I do not like the brush that it comes with. I didn't even try it, but I already don't like it. It's very flimsy. The Anastasia brush is really stiff, and if I'm going to do powders with my brows, I need the brush to be very stiff. I don't hate it. It's doing a nice job. I usually use my Urban Decay Brow Box, so I don't know how much this is comparatively. I'll look it up. That looks really nice. So it comes with a brow gel too. Ooh, this is a tinted one that looks very dark. Okay, it is. I'm going to be really careful not to get that like on my skin. That was very liquidy, like it's a very wet formula, which is not my favorite for brow gel. And it was tinted and very dark, so I don't know how much I love that, but I really like the powder. So let me look up the price of that. Okay, so it is $30. So it's $30 for this thing, and they have light, medium, and dark. And the Urban Decay Brow Box, $30 too. So they're the same price, same thing, except the Brow Box doesn't come with a brow gel. So if you're looking for something that has a brow gel built in, it looks like it's a little bit of a better deal. And it worked super well. I don't feel like it worked any different really than the Brow Box, so it seems like a good alternative. This is a shade darker than I would probably get. This is the dark one, and I probably would go with the medium box if I were to get it again. So yeah, that's the Brow Box. Now, let's do our face. So now, my friends, is when we're gonna do our Butter Collection in Wei Huang, and I'm really excited about it. You guys know how much I love Physicians Formula. Their new Natural Defense foundation, actually, I'm doing a review on this soon, is my new favorite foundation, hands down. I'm really excited to get that review up for you guys too. But I love Physicians Formula. I love them so much. I think they consistently come out with great products, and I really enjoy all the stuff that they have, and they're one of my longest partnerships because I love them so much. And I don't have any problems, you know, sharing and talking about them and partnering with them because it's so natural for my brand. They are truly, truly wonderful, and their products are quality at a really affordable price. So no complaints. I think they're great. Smells so good. I love their Butter Collection smell. I have three of the, they came out with these boxes last summer where they had like the perfume that is the butter smell from the bronzer, and I have three of them and I will never get rid of them. They're so good. I wear them all summer long. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the Sunset Bronzer. Here at the bottom, here, I'll show you. This is what the palette looks like. So I'm gonna go in with this Sunset Bronzer with my, it's like a big fluffy brush situation. Actually, I'm gonna go in with a tapered brush. This is my Velvet Luxe Soft Sculpting Brush from IT Cosmetics. And I'm gonna go in to that Sunset shade. That is very pretty. It's super pigmented, so you don't need to pick up a lot. That's the other reason I love their stuff. I actually just hit pan on my regular butter bronzer. Another thing I really like about this collection is it's really thin. Sometimes their collections can come in like boxy, big boxes, and this one's really thin and compact, which makes it like really easy to store and travel with. This color is really nice. Definitely warmer, but in a really good way. And it has just the tiniest hint of like a satin. It's not shimmery, but it's not 100% matte, which looks really nice with my dewy foundation and setting powder. That looks really lovely. Okay, so I have two blush shades, and I'm going to use the bottom shade, Wildflower. I think these are limited edition shades, so I'm certain that you can only get them in this palette, but it looks really lovely. Just a really nice neutral rosy shade. super pretty. Okay, so then I'm gonna go into the highlight shades, and there's this Golden Hour and Whimsical, but the Golden Hour is definitely gonna be too dark for me, so I'm gonna go in with Whimsical, which is this shade here. And it's really pretty. It's like a light pink with gold throughout it, so we'll see how that translates on my skin. It does show texture a little bit, but most powder highlights do. And I have really textured skin at the moment. So if you're somebody with super textured skin, maybe not for you, but I don't care too much because I want to glow, okay? And the Golden Hour shade would look really, really beautiful as in eyeshadow. So, or a blush topper even. A blush topper for that apricot blush shade in there would be really, really pretty. Okay, I don't want to say that I'm like glowing like a goddess, but I think I am. Okay, so overall thoughts on this blush palette is this is my favorite one they've come out with so far. I have a couple of their different blush and highlighter palettes and whatnot, but this one is my favorite. I think all the colors are so stunning. This will also be so pretty in the summer, specifically because of this orange shade right here. And now that I've realized I could use this as like a blush topper for this orange shade, it's gonna be like chef's kiss for summer. So glowy, so golden, and I love it. I think this Wildflower blush shade is perfect for my complexion. And both of these bronzers are really, really pretty. The deep bronzer's a tad bit orange, more orange. Not orange, but warmer, a tad bit warmer than the Sunset bronzer. So again, that'll be really nice when I have a tan. And then this Whimsical highlight shade is perfect for my skin tone. So if you're a similar complexion to me, white, then you will have no problem using this one. So I think I'm going to be able to use every single shade in this palette. It's really beautiful. And I'm really excited about it. And like I said, it's a really nice, thin, compact palette. I like the leaves on the outside. I think it's really nice. And I think the formula is as awesome as ever with their stuff. So definitely impressed. 10 out of 10. Love it. All right, moving along. Let's do our eyes. So I'm really stoked because for my first impressions for eyes today, I have the Bare Necessities palette from ColourPop. I bought it and got the collection that has the brushes as well. So I'm not using any of the brushes today because I just am not. I need to go through them and kind of see what's all in here, but this is the brush set that I bought with it. And I bought it during their 25% off sale that they had last week. So it ended up being just like 60 bucks for both, which was a great price. And then, yeah, so this is the Bare Necessities palette. And when this came in the mail, my husband was like, if you were a makeup palette, this palette would be you. Like, this is you. It's this really nice, like soft touch nude palette. This is probably my favorite palette, like feeling and style that they've ever come out with. It has rose gold lettering and the inside is just so nice. This is every neutral shade you will ever need, ever. Period, chef's kiss, this is it. I don't need any other palettes. So between this one and the Tati palette, I feel like, well, that's good. My collection is complete. I don't need anything else. Because I 99% of the time use neutral shades, this was obviously like a good fit for me. Now, I'm not gonna say I don't have these shades in other palettes in my collection, but it's really nice to have them in one palette. This, I can 100% see myself being with this or the Tati, but we're talking about this specifically. This palette being the one that I travel with. You could make, and I mean, you could do anything from a really great soft glam to a really intense smoky eye. and it does have those really pretty pink rosy shades. It has plenty of highlight colors, plenty of deepening shades and transition shades, and there's a really lovely mix of mattes and shimmers, and that like sequin shade, kind of like I talked about in the Tati palette, where it's like a matte with glitter in it. It has a couple of those too, which I love that formula. I love that formula. So we'll see if this formula is as good as the sequin shade in the Tati formula that I love so much, but this is awesome. Like I said, my husband said if you were a palette, this is you. So in case you're wondering what the mood board of my life is, anyways, this is me in a palette. I love it. Let's get started. So it's just this is just first impressions, not necessarily a tutorial, so I'm not going to do anything too crazy, but just kind of get a good feel for a lot of the palette, or a lot of the shades in this palette. So I'm going to start with the shade in the Buff. This is just such an aesthetically pleasing palette. And put that all over my lid. I'm using a Sigma Large Shader E60 brush. Then I'm going to go in with my E40 brush, the Large Taper Blending Brush, and do a transition shade of Hot Gossip. It's also my husband's birthday today when I'm filming this, so I need to look alive. Do the kids still say that? To look fresh. I really want to look cute for his birthday. So far, the shades that I've used, the mattes are blending out really nicely. I don't expect anything less from ColourPop though. I've said this once and I'll say it again. ColourPop and Physicians Formula are probably my two favorite like drugstore brands slash favorite brands of all time. And if I had to, like if I got rid of my whole collection and had to redo my stuff, it would probably 90% be those brands, because not only are they affordable, but their products are just such good quality. I'm bringing that shade onto the lid too. Just leaving like a tiny little bit of space there because I'm going to do kind of like a halo eye kind of thing. So I'm going to go in with this little tiny brush with this shade Tabloid. It's a nice precision brush. I think it's from one of my Dose of Colors palettes, actually. I like this brush because I can really get deep into the crease without being too smoked out. Then I'm going to take that first brush we used with the transition shade and just kind of soften the edges of all of this. So pretty. Soft Glam. I'm so glad it's in right now because that is my favorite style of makeup. Okay, and then I'm gonna add just a tiny bit more depth with the shade Taboo. Just like the tiniest little. I'm gonna keep that really concentrated in the crease. And I'm only gonna do that on the outer corner. Yes. So when I do my halo eye, I still like to keep the inner corner just a shade lighter than the outer corner, even though it is still bringing some of that darkness and depth in there, because I think it opens my eyes up still and I don't like them to look too closed. So that's why I did that. Now, let's do some of these shimmer shades, shall we? I'm gonna take this flat brush. It's a Luxie Precision Crease Brush. And I'm going to pull this shade Silk Teddy. Suggestive. Ooh, okay. Be careful with this shade because I pressed into it thinking it was going to be harder pressed and it's really, really soft. Which makes it absolutely stunning on the eye, but just be careful because I will need to like repress that a little bit. Oh, but look how nice that looks on the eye. I mean, yes. Guys, ugh. I know ColourPop has been called the fast fashion of the makeup industry, but they really do it right. Relatively drama-free. I can't even think of any drama scandals they've been in. And their products slap and they are affordable. And I know it kind of exhausts people that they're constantly coming out with new stuff, but honestly that just means there's something for everybody. And if they constantly come out with new stuff and the quality is good every time, then I don't even care. That shade is stunning. Alright. Ah! I cleaned all my brushes, but apparently did not save my inner corner brush. I'm gonna have to use my pinky. Can we use the same shade on my pinky? Super pretty. Okay. So I know how ColourPop shadows perform, so I'm really not concerned about the other shades not performing well. I think these performed excellent. I am very impressed with that Silk Teddy shade. Even with a brush, it was like blindingly beautiful. And this inner corner highlight is also just, it's the same shade, the Silk Teddy shade. So, so blinding. I'm gonna have to play more with the sequiny shadows. I don't know if I'm allowed to call them that because did Tati trademark that? The shades that are like the sequin shades. They look really, really, really pretty. So I'm gonna need to play more with those. So I will definitely use this in like a standalone video. Maybe I'll do like a 3 looks, 1 video kind of thing coming up. If you would like that, let me know in the comments below. But I think that this is one I'm gonna be pulling out a lot more, so stay tuned because I know I'm gonna have more looks with that. But this is so, so nice. This is not a first impression, but I'm gonna take my Rimmel London Scandalized 24-hour liner in nude. Just throw that on my waterline. And I'm gonna put my mascara on, and I'm using a new mascara today. I'm not using any eyeliner because I don't remember the last time I actually really used eyeliner. This is who I am now. I don't know what you want from me. I don't wear false lashes or eyeliner, okay? If you like that kind of stuff, go visit Taylor from 2 years ago. It's not who I am now. I don't know what to tell you. I don't wear matte foundation, and I don't wear eyeliner or false lashes these days. Who am I, you may ask? Don't know her. Okay, so this is the Buxom Extrovert Mascara in Extra Black. Just like this. Alright, let's get this mascara on. Because my camera keeps dying and I keep having to charge it for like 5 minutes. So, I did not prepare adequately for this video. I need a mirror. I think I've sang like 30% of this. Alright. Like I said, I'm using the Buxom Extrovert Mascara. It is a very wet formula, and I don't like how short this wand is, because I feel like it makes it really hard to not get it everywhere. It's pretty though, it's really black. I'll probably like it when it starts to dry out, because that's usually what happens with really wet formulas for me. Actually, it looks really nice. Like I said, I'm gonna like it more when it starts to dry out just a little bit, because it is really, really wet, but it's really pretty too. It's a nice thickening mascara. Okay, for lips, I have my Glossier, I don't know what this is called, Generation lip product in Cake. It's like a nude. Okay, so this is the Flesh gloss in Slouch. I like their hot sauce lip gloss, but I haven't tried this one. It's more pigmented than their other gloss, by far. Oh, I don't know if I like that. It's all over my teeth. Is this a gloss? Alright, that's fine. Really highlights my acne on my lips, so that's cool. And final touch, final first impression. Okay, I don't think that was a gloss. That was a liquid lipstick. Well, it's pretty, I guess, at least. I'm going to finish with the ColourPop All-Star Face Setting Spray, and I've used this once before, but I have not used it in a long time, so. That mister is everything. Okay, so it's very strong smelling, but the mister is so fine, which I love, so I really hope it... Aw, man. Got it on my mirror. I'm gonna have to clean the mirror off. Anyways, guys, this is the final look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this first impressions video. I love doing these. I need to do them more because I have so many products I need to go through, especially with my no-buy. I need to go through all the products that I own that I haven't tried yet. So really excited about that. And I, again, want to say thank you to Physicians Formula for sponsoring this video and for allowing me to partner with you. I love the brand, love the product, and I think all of these products did really well. I don't think I tried anything today that I hated, which is awesome. So let me know what you guys think of this in the comments below. If you want to see more first impressions video, let me know that as well. Have an awesome rest of your week or weekend, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys!